Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante, making Gotham great again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, lots been happening up in Seattle. Guess what they just did Monday? Seattle City Council bans chokeholds, police use of crowd control weapons. This came out June 15th, 4:46 p.m. Seattle City Council has voted unanimously to ban police from using tear gas, pepper spray, and several other crowd control devices after officers repeatedly used them on mostly peaceful demonstrators protesting racism and police brutality. That was so fantastic. We're against police brutality, so what are the cops going to do? Oh, we're going to double down on the brutality. If you're protesting against police brutality, well, we're going to show you how peaceful we are by just beating the shit out of everybody in every city in America. The 9-0 vote Monday came amid frustration with the Seattle Police Department, which used tear gas to disperse protesters in the city's densest neighborhood. And just to give you a little backstory, Seattle has done, this is why don't fall for like incremental reforms, because they've done all that. Seattle has done all that. They've done the use of non-lethal force training and the sensitivity training and de-escalation tactics. It's a room full of cops. The instructor's a cop. They just go through some token stuff and you get that stamped on your, so now you pass that course and everything's fine, and nothing changed. The mayor, who's a neoliberal corporate Democrat, and again, Kshama Sawant was asking for him, because he said we're not going to use tear gas, we don't use it, and then used it. She's asking for him to be impeached, and people were asking for him to be. There were thousands of people she opened up the city hall and let people in, because actually city hall, government buildings, those are our buildings. The citizens own those. And she said no. She let them in. Let them in, let them talk, and they've been 9-0. The city council heard repeated complaints from residents forced out of their homes by the gas, even though they weren't protesting. Yeah, Seattle PD just started shooting tear gas just into crowds, into a neighborhood. One resident said his wife doused their child's eyes with breast milk. And the residents of Seattle showed up and said we want this done. Next, the council voted unanimously to ban the city from owning and using crowd control methods like tear gas and blast balls. They can't even own them. Well, why can't they own tear gas? Oh, because America's police departments 2 weeks ago just gassed its own citizens. Is there another place we hear that? Oh, just like in Syria? Didn't we bomb a country because Assad was apparently gassing his own citizens? So is someone going to bomb us because we're gassing our citizens? Is Syria going to bomb us to stop the Seattle Police Department and the LA Police Department and the Chicago and every police department, that footage from Philadelphia where they just kettled a bunch of people up on a hill and they just were peppering them with tear gas? Our tear gas is banned internationally. We're a right-wing fascist country. Look how we just treated it. And so this is important. And this is why I say, yes, I'd love to have a progressive in the White House and a progressive Congress, but it starts here. This was led by a socialist, not a progressive Democrat. Progressive Democrats, you can't trust. They will buckle. They will sell out. Just like the Squad and Bernie and Tulsi and all them. They also voted to prohibit officers from covering badge numbers with mourning badges. That's a scam all the cops were doing during all these riots. They taped up their body cams, the cameras, they videotaped their actions, and then they put, so when a police officer dies, they put mourning badges, right? So they were covering up so they're like, my badge number's covered, my last name's not shown, and I taped over my thing. So now I got free reign to just kick the shit out of American citizens. That's what they did. And Seattle said, nope. requiring body-worn video recordings at protest, filing a motion to terminate Seattle PD's consent decree, updating their use of force policies. That sounds okay. Requiring the display of officer name, badge, and number. Good. Statewide independent investigation for officers who use deadly force. Independent. This needs to be a civilian oversight. Police investigating themselves is like a drug cartel investigating itself. It's like the mob. Oh, we've arrested all of you because of the RICO Act. Well, it's all right. We'll investigate ourselves. It's good. This is a legitimate business. The Corleone family will investigate itself. Doesn't happen. Additional resources and more transparency of officer discipline. Review of crowd management policies. Some of these sound banning the use of tear gas and less lethal crowd management. Banning it. National Guard redeployed. I'm not a fan of that. No filing criminal charges against protesters. This is big. All the protesters got released that were arrested. Preserving the CHOP. Well, this is the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. They call it the Chaz now. Now they've changed the name or whatever. But Kashama Sawant, this is what she posted. Breaking news: Seattle City Council unanimously passed our movements and my Socialist Council office legislation banning Seattle police from using, purchasing tear gas, blast balls, rubber bullets, and other weapons. Huge congrats to everyone. She's an open socialist. That's what you need on your city council. If you don't have one, run as one. Make no mistake, it was the collective ferocious voice of our movement that crushed the stunning attempts of some council members to drive truck-like loopholes into our bill to ban Seattle police from using chemical and other weapons. I can almost guarantee you that these were corporate Democrats. Like their mayor's a corporate Democrat. When we fight, we win. Black Lives Matter. Immediate release of and charges drop for all arrested protesters. Immediately defund police by at least 15%. 50%. That's big. Fund restorative justice. Turn East Spring over to community control for social programs. We talk about this all the time. If there were social programs and getting people off the streets and job training, there wouldn't be all these crimes. Seattle Police out of our labor council, independent elected community oversight board with full powers over the police, address racist gentrification by massively expanding social housing funded by Amazon, tax on profiteering big corporate. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why Amazon spent $1.5 million to try to block her campaign, and she won. Because this is what the people want. They don't want, we need to keep this loophole. Oh, that sounds a little Pelosi-like to me. That's how you win. Don't get progressive Democrats on your city council. Get a socialist on your city council. That's how you get all of these things. Defund the police by 50%. So in LA, we spend $3.1 billion a year on police. If we cut that in half to 1.5 and took that other $1.5 billion to homeless, and we would see real changes in this city. Real changes. There's a tent city near me right next to, and an Australian comic pointed this out to me when they were here visiting. Alice Fraser pointed this out to me. We were talking. She said, Graham, the most stark realization I saw when I was in LA and I saw a tent city next to a storage. So literally people's extra stuff that they don't need gets housing before human beings. And imagine if one of those homeless people broke into an empty housing, an empty storage locker just to sleep out to not be out in the cold or the rain or whatever. So people have so much extra stuff, they got to put it in a storage locker, but we don't have room for the homeless. I don't think they're reporting it this way on the corporate media. Shave your knuckles for justice. Hey everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/GrahamElwood or rockfin.com/GrahamElwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.